right. Okay. Who wants to play chess? No, seriously, who wants to play chess? Okay, good, because I'm going to need help against the Grandmaster here. Give it up for Hans. So, if you want to play against Hans, there should be a QR code somewhere. I don't think they're going to put it up, but if there's no QR code, chess.it.com, put it in your phone and join the game. I don't see it up. Oh, there. That's the QR code for one of your phone cameras. Or again, chess.it.com. So let me set the stage, or let me set up the board game here. it.com and World Chess partnered to set this up for us. They were inspired by two events. The first one was in 1997 when IBM's Deep Blue beat Garry Kasparov, famously. And the second event was in 1999 when Kasparov played against over 50,000 chess players on MSN Gaming Zone. So this game is kind of a mix of the two. Is that right, Hans? A little bit of AI, a little bit of crowdsourcing?
Yeah, this usually, during Kasparov's time, the engines weren't as strong as they are now. So it made more sense for all the top players to work together. And Kasparov's Deep Blue second match was the first time that an actual computer beat a human. So now with how strong neural nets and engines and cloud computing, how much it's developed, me playing against the engine wouldn't be productive, but now all the chess, casual and amateurs get a chance to have a bit of help and make it more of an interesting game.
Okay, so as you see, Hans will be playing white. Not me, we will be playing black. Hans will have 5 minutes total for all his moves, plus 1 second for every move. On our side, we have an AI advisor that will be giving us 3 possible moves. And you will all be voting on the moves. There are different levels. They're at Grandmaster, Advanced, and Amateur, but you don't know which is which. So you are all voting on which move you think is best, and whichever one wins for each move, I will be executing that move. So I'm really just a human hand moving I'm not making any decisions. It's all up to you guys to decide what is the best move against whatever Hans does. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, no, so all the moves are of varying strength. So hopefully you choose the worst move, or the strongest move that will be provided is much better than me. So some of you may guess the move accidentally, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Please choose wisely.
Yeah, you have 30 seconds to choose your move, and
because I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just following whatever you choose. So choose wisely. If you choose wisely, we have a chance. If you don't choose wisely, you get to go to lunch early, effectively, because lunch is next, right? All right, so shall we start?
Yeah, we can start. Sure.
Chess.it.com if you haven't got it in yet. There's
I
the
almost
QR
resigned.
code. Last chance to get in.
Okay.
All right. Hans has made his first move.
The king's pawn, I'm sure.
The 30-second countdown has started. Let me ask you a few questions while we've gotten started. What do you think how have you viewed AI's influence on the game of chess?
AI has completely transformed how we study and how we improve. It's, most of the high-level chess analysis is done with neural nets, and you rent cloud engines to have the strongest computing power. And you basically do a lot of theoretical analysis based on your opponent's repertoires, and that's become the only way to have an advantage against the strong player. So it's made information so much more accessible, but it's also made it really difficult to find an edge because everyone has access to these super strong sort of neural nets. So it's made the game a bit more theoretical, more of a low-scoring game, but it's also created opportunity to really explore the game and understand concepts and maneuvers that we couldn't really before. So it's transformed the game. It's made it a bit boring in some respects because sometimes you'll play a 30-move theoretical sequence that ends in a forced draw. But you can also discover really quite interesting concepts. It's also good if you're lazy because it just tells you what to do. So it makes my training a lot easier because I can just, back in the old days, you would have to sit there and actually figure it out yourself. Now you just ask the engine and it tells you everything.
When did you first start noticing, so AI has been around for a while and AI moves have been around for a while. When did you first start noticing a significant shift?
Well, I'm only 21, so my professional chess career started at 17. And up until 17, I never really used, I was never really into the whole cloud engine stuff. And I would say that once I became a Grandmaster, other players told me, like, why aren't you using this? And I sort of got into it. And as I rose through the ranks, I realized how important it was to use different engines. So the main engine is Stockfish, but there's also Leela 0. There's Alpha 0 from DeepMind.
And Stockfish, by the way, is running is the AI advisor that's helping, is the engine that's running this AI advisor.
Yeah, well, you have to use different ones because different engines operate at different sort of meganodes per second, and they have different sort of learning algorithms. So you have to really sometimes use different ones to understand certain positions. Specific engines are more useful, or you can find, but really everyone has access to such strong computers that it's really hard to find an edge. Just because from 100,000 meganodes per second up, if you're using Stockfish, it's really the same processing power.
So how are we doing so far? Who's going to win this?
Well, I'm going to win, but I'll at least give you a chance to make it fun. But I don't want to, I'll go easy. But you're doing very well so far. We're in mainline Juco piano theory. I'm sure everyone is familiar with all the theoretical novelties and updates. But I'm pleasantly surprised and impressed.
So is this the most interesting game against AI you've played so far?
Oh, I guess this is the one where I have the best chance.
Okay. So you think that against AI on its own, you have a better chance of winning? Or
no. Of course, it's not even a game. It's not even a competition. We're following a game that I had in my recent tournament.
Really?
We followed like another 20-move theoretical sequence. So we'll see if the crowd is updated on my latest games.
And who won that game?
It was a draw.
Okay.
Against.
So that's what we're hoping for. Maybe we can get a
draw.
Yeah,
no, why not? Why not?
That's our best hope, right?
Yeah. Peace is always a good good option.
What's the most intense game you've ever played? Or no, not intense, but I would say what is the most unique game you've ever played?
I think I had a game in Paris in one of my matches against one of the top French players, and it was a very complex opening. I ended up sort of overextending my queen, capturing a pawn, and at some point I had sacrificed my queen for two minor pieces, for a rook and a bishop, and it looked like my queen was sort of, usually the opening principle is to not develop your queen early in the game.
Right.
Because it can easily be sort of pushed around by the bishops and pawns and knights. But I didn't really follow that principle, and I went pawn hunting, and I eventually sacrificed my queen for a rook and a bishop, and it was this amazing sacrifice. And you skipped a move. I'll do that for you. I can play both sides. And I ended up sacrificing my queen, and then he sacrificed his rook back. It was this amazing, beautiful game. It's quite rare at the highest level to get strategic imbalances, because all players study theory where you maintain symmetry. And when you maintain symmetry, it's quite difficult to create imbalance. And when there's symmetry in chess, even as humans, you can sort of keep the balance. So a lot of chess is trying to imbalance the game. And this position is very imbalanced, thankfully in my favor. But
yeah, it's actually interesting because sometimes you're ahead on the board and sometimes you're ahead on the digital game.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. They have a very interesting game. I'm happy that this is progressing, and they.
Where? Oh, 1 second.
Oops. I'm not used to this, but.
Yeah. We're all multitasking, but I feel like you are used to multitasking. So you told me backstage that you regularly play chess while clubbing and dancing.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to share that. No, no, just one time, me and my friend were at a bar, and we weren't that enthralled by our environment, so we decided to play chess on our phones to entertain ourselves. But I don't know if
the crowd wasn't interesting.
No, but the chess games on our phone were far more interesting.
Okay. So what percent chance would you give yourself right now based on how this game is developed?
I would say about 93%.
Okay.
Give or take.
Where were we at the beginning before you had made your first move?
Probably around 82.
Okay, so things are not going well.
Yeah, you're losing EV.
Fair. That's fair. I expected as much.
Yeah, now it's 96%.
And you're making moves for me too, because you're getting impatient.
Yes,
with
I just wanted
slowness.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready for some fireworks. Maybe we'll have time for a second game. I'm sure the crowd.
I mean, no pieces have been taken yet, right?
Yes.
So how common is that?
But most of your pieces are on their starting squares.
Yes, that's true.
So.
How long do you expect yourself? How long do you think you'll be playing chess competitively? You're 21 now?
I'm 21 now. Hopefully I can be the best for a long time. Fischer once said that he intends on being the world champion for a while. I'll just make your move for you again, sorry. Hopefully I can be the world champion until 50. That would be ideal. But that's a very lofty goal. Usually you peak at 32 or 33, and then you decline a bit. But we'll see how long I last. But at 21, I think I've only been playing seriously since I was 17. I didn't take chess too seriously in high school. I'll make your move again for you, but anyways. Well, the first piece is gone.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Yeah, I'm finding it difficult to follow the conversation as well as what my move should be.
The last move was very interesting.
Yes.
Pawn sacrifice. Things are becoming complex.
So I get a pawn back.
Yes, you have
immediately going to lose it, right?
Yes, you have something. But now I'll recapture.
So we're officially losing.
Yes. Yeah. But you should never give up.
No, of course
never give up.
What would you say is the best comeback you've ever had in a game?
I was playing a tournament in Italy once, and I had a knight for a queen. And I had a knight and a rook and 2 pawns against queen and a rook. And I was completely devastated. I was just on full tilt. It was so depressing. And I won with a knight against a queen, which is ridiculous. And basically, my knight and rook were coordinating. I took all of his pawns, then I just stormed my pawns. It was
Did you get a queen back? Is that?
Yeah, eventually I promoted.
Okay.
But that was sort of one of the swindles of the century. something I'm quite proud of. Okay. You're making me, you're putting up a good fight.
I'm trying. I mean,
Well, I guess
you
they
guys
are, not
trying.
you.
guys
You're
are
just the hand. But no, we'll see how. Objectively, I'm winning,
Yeah.
but it is imbalanced enough to where
There's a chance.
there's a chance.
We have a chance, guys.
We have a
Come
chance.
on, we have a chance.
If it was completely like I'm up a pawn, but my king's still in the center. If I have one more move to safely bring my king, then I would say the game's over. So you guys have to act with urgency now, or else it'll be over very soon.
Well, we're making progress, I think.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah. Maybe I'll sacrifice a piece to make it more fun.
I'll make your move for you.
Oh
now.
wow! Yes, thank you. How kind.
I didn't want to make that.
The
move
entire
for you.
crowd looks so focused,
Yeah. Well,
usually, if they're looking down at their phone, it means they're not paying attention.
Yeah, but this
now
time,
they're really. Usually, you get scolded by the
So
teacher.
what are our chances now? Where are you at?
It depends on the next move. If you guys find the next move, I would say it increases. But yeah, now it's no.
No.
Just
no.
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 Just no.
It's a terrible move.
Yeah.
Come
Now
on.
it's over. But we can.
What would have been the move?
You should have played G4 because now I just castled my king, and then now I'm going to the king is going to be Swiss cheese, as they say. So now I'm up a pawn. Your bishop is stuck on b6. Your bishop's undeveloped. Your king is weak. You've created weaknesses, pushing your g-pawn. I'm going to have a battery on d3 to h7 to checkmate the king.
You don't think there's a grand plan here potentially?
No.
You got nothing that the AI sees that you don't see?
No, unfortunately, the crowd has interfered with the AI's genius, so I don't have much faith.
Okay.
And the only chance is if I flag.
I'm making.
Yeah, thank you. How kind. Yeah, thank you. Sorry. But I would say give it another 15, 20 moves maximum. But at least it's been an interesting game so far.
So what are your chances now? 98?
Yeah, I would say so. We'll see. If it was a poly market betting odds, it'd probably be around 96.
Fair.
Okay.
Check.
Yes. Wow. Usually, you don't.
Listen, the crowd checked on a Grandmaster.
Usually, you don't announce check, but
listen, I gotta do something. I feel like
it shows your experience. And I say, in all these TV shows, they say check.
Yes.
But if
this is kind of like a TV show.
If you went to a tournament and said check, they'd look at you like it's your first game. So
this is definitely my first AI-powered game. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, mine as well. But this is what we call a battery.
So that's bad news.
Usually, a battery is associated with bad news in most contexts. But
well, I mean, there's a battery in my phone.
Yeah, but the battery can explode.
That's true.
You never know. Depends on the phone, I guess. Some have been known to explode. This is a critical moment.
That's what you said a few moves ago.
No, this is a really, really. Wow. Okay. Bravo. 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 I'm very impressed.
You're impressed by the crowd.
Yes. Yes. We have quite the intellectual crowd here, as you would hope for a conference of.
It's interesting. The three moves that it's suggesting are all wildly different.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I can.
Hey.
I'm not allowed to. No, it doesn't. I don't think
count.
I don't think it changes much if I check.
What's on your tablet? Do you have some AI there running?
No. Unfortunately, just my brain.
Or what about maybe this chessboard? Is this chessboard rigged?
No. Sometimes I'm so good that they think there's an AI, but unfortunately, it's been proven that there's not.
Well, we don't know about this match, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes, thank you.
I guess that's the unique part, right? You're moving pieces on two.
Yeah, no, I
two
just have to keep.
chessboard.
Yeah, I just have to keep an eye on my clock, and everything should be okay.
What is it? What's the time left on your clock?
I have 3 minutes and 6 seconds.
Okay. So
Mainly because you're talking and distracting me.
yeah, well, that's my only hope, right?
Yes, yes, you're doing a good job in that respect.
So what do you do when you're not playing chess?
Think about chess.
Oh, really?
Dream about chess. Hang out with chess players.
So nothing outside of chess.
No, I like to play sports and compete in varying things, but chess is the main thing that I find sort of stimulating. Most things are quite boring, but I do like to compete in.
What about other games of like Go or anything?
I had like a phase where I was reading a lot about poker theory and GTO, and
yeah.
I found it interesting from like a game theory perspective, but I didn't really like it because there was an element of chance.
Right.
So that's not really I prefer games where I don't like losing, but doing the right thing. So that's why I can never play a luck-based game like poker or backgammon.
By the way, I've still not seen any of these updates, so I think the Wi-Fi is not cooperating right now. I'm still on which move should we make.
Okay, well.
So you're definitely ahead, or your tablet is ahead.
No, it's putting up a great fight.
So there's no other purely logical game that you like?
No, not really. Not really.
Uh,
None that I had the same sort of artistic and scientific beauty that chess provides.
I think this is what the move was.
Yeah, that was a very bad move, but you'll see now. But maybe I don't know. When I was eight or nine, I started playing chess, and I was playing a lot of different sports. But chess was the main thing that intrigued me.
Kept you stimulated?
Yeah, I don't know. Life, you have all these ways to stimulate yourself with different phones or apps or music. And the one thing that I found soothed my brain was chess.
Right.
Everything else is just a temporary dopamine distraction, you know.
Well, my tablet is completely frozen on 9 seconds.
It's okay.
Do you know what my next move is supposed to be?
I think mine is just frozen. What move was played? I guess we need Starlink for the Wi-Fi here.
I'm going to try refreshing, which, let's see.
Should I refresh as well?
I mean, this does indicate there's a lot of demand. So you guys are doing a good job straining the servers.
It's frozen for me.
But you have 3 minutes left.
Yes.
Is that what you have?
And but yeah, for me it's frozen at 0.
Okay.
There's only one real move, which is bishop a7. I presume the crowd played the move.
Oh well, do we know? Let me see if I can. I'm gonna go to the website and see on my phone. It's possible that the move.
We're giving you guys just more time.
It's not working on you guys either. All right, so.
It's a draw. Oh wow!
It's a draw.
Wow,
the crowd is saying it's a draw. You don't know.
I don't think my reputation would recover if I drew.
So AI and crowdsourcing has resulted in a draw, unless they bring the game back.
I don't know. I think that's
possible, right? I'm sure they're working backstage.
I'm sure. You know, a draw.
Listen. You only have one extra pawn.
Yeah.
And we have decided that we're in a better position than you are. I think it's even, right?
Maybe I'm usually not known as a nice guy. They write. They say that I'm the bad boy of chess in the news article. So perhaps this will improve my reputation.
Why are you? But you have to give the backstory. Why are you the bad boy of chess?
I don't know. I just read all these stupid news articles. No offense to journalists here.
So you've done. I'm
not your biggest fans, but
you've done nothing to get this. You're innocent.
No, I think that you know, in the modern age, truth is a dangerous thing. So the more truth you speak, the more naturally controversial you are. So
you made some controversial comments?
Oh, no.
Nothing controversial.
I just speak the truth. And in an insane world, you know, lies are more convincing than the truth.
That's true.
But
especially if you say them.
Principle is very important.
So I think the team backstage is going to try to restart the game.
Okay. Well.
And hopefully, I don't know. You guys, what are you guys seeing when you refresh? Do you see any progress? You see an empty chessboard. Well, that's not good. That's not good. I also now see an empty chessboard. So at least I'm up to date with you where you're at. But hopefully, I think what they'll try to do is they'll try to restart the game. They'll try to make all the exact same moves that we've already made, and hopefully we can get up and running.
I can make, I
see James backstage is talking to someone. I don't know if he's talking to me, because if you're talking to me, James, I can't hear you.
I think they stopped it because they just saw how nervous I was.
Yes.
That they had to stop the game to help me save face. So I'm.
Well, because otherwise you were going to lose. Let's be
exactly. I know. I'm the one behind this DDoS attack. Just because my position is just so bad that I'm so worried.
You think you're up, right? You think
yeah,
you have an extra pawn,
I only have an
but
extra.
Really, this is all a grand
I
plan.
only have an extra pawn, a bishop on e5, a weak king. I only have an upcoming fork of the queen rook, and then diagonal attack to the king. But
that's assuming we don't move our pieces. You don't know.
Assuming,
you don't know what moves we're going to make.
Yes. Well, everything is rigged. That's a common excuse for
I don't know.
modern times.
I see two moves and it's checkmate. So
yeah,
everything's possible.
No, I think this is just a DDoS attack. Every old technology is very vulnerable these days. You never know what's susceptible to interference.
Who do you think would make a DDoS against you to take this game down?
I don't know. DDoS is we live in complicated times.
Well, maybe
DDoS are everywhere.
Or do you have an arch rival in chess?
No. I don't really have rivals. I have fans. Anyone who's super obsessed with you, I just call them a fan.
Right.
For them
an
to be
adoring fan has instructed a DDoS.
I have very famous fans. So I think you should judge someone by their fans and enemies, and then you can judge their character.
So no enemies.
No, I have many enemies, very powerful ones.
Okay, so which of them is most likely to take this game down?
I don't know. I prefer to let the DDoS speak for itself.
You don't want to comment.
I have no comment.
There might be some other articles that come out.
No. I think I'm enjoying the private life away from the prying eyes of the Daily Mail, which.
So tell me, Hans, is there a lot of money in chess?
It depends. Most of the money in chess relies on sponsorship.
Yep.
But since I'm very brand friendly and non-controversial, I of course get so many sponsors. I have sponsors lining up.
Right.
Because of course I'm, every brand's dream to work with. Mainly it's private sponsors or individuals. It's sort of like patronage and art. The commercial side of chess, on a competitive side, isn't as well developed. But if you're a top 10 player, you can make good money from prize money from the tournament circuit. But so
we have
you have to be creative.
We have a little bit of progress.
Okay.
That my chessboard has come back.
Oh, amazing.
But the moves have not been made.
I'll refresh as well.
But I think
okay,
unless we want to start from
scratch.
Well,
I could play the game, but they wouldn't. I could get us to this next position, but let me just start.
Can you make moves?
I'll try to.
Okay,
we're back.
Progress,
Amazing. Amazing. Okay, we are back. We are back.
Okay, guys.
Amazing. Wow.
This is actually probably not good for us because.
No. I'm really worried now. I thought that I was going to have an easy win. I was going to escape and.
So.
I've never been so nervous. I've never played chess in front of so many people. Usually we play in the gyms of high schools, like Queen's Gambit style. But now I guess I've gotten to the big leagues.
What did you think of Queen's Gambit?
Oh, it was amazing. I found it so inspirational. It reminded me of my upbringing. No, because I had one of my coaches, my first coaches, similar to Dr. Scheibel in the series. He was one of the people who. I think for chess, it's really, really important to be extremely passionate, and the passion for the game and sparking that passion is way more important than having the best coaches and having all the resources. If you love the game of chess, you're gonna improve so much more over a long period of time. So I had a coach, John Grief, who was U.S. champion. And I would go to his this house that he was house sitting, because chess players are notoriously poor and bad at business and need to house sit. And he passed away, unfortunately, like 6 months into our training.
Good job.
But he was really one of my biggest inspirations. Okay, I've just made a huge mistake.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
Are you just saying that? Are you
no, I'm being serious.
Are you trying to mislead us?
This is a critical. I'm just trying to have some fun. Let's just.
So wait. What are your chances now? We went from 93.
If you find one move, I'm going to be. You know, I'm reminiscing about my first chess coach, so I'm getting a bit. This is not good. Or maybe I'm just bluffing, trying to entice you to take a risk.
I mean, I see a great move, but
oh my!
should I vote for it?
No.
I can make a vote, right?
Yes.
This is a bad. This was a bad move.
Okay, control.
Was this the move you were worried about?
No. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to give any future hints. Maybe you'll. You know, I don't want to give any inspiration. Yeah, now the game should definitely be over. But anyways, I had a coach, and just like Dr. Scheibel, she was in the orphanage, and she would go to, you know, the janitor's room to play chess. I was in a house in Berkeley learning, and he really, we didn't work together for too long, but he was successfully inspired a true passion for the game. And that passion stopped me from quitting chess at many periods. Like, you know, I was homeschooled from 7th to 8th grade, and my parents sort of forced me to go back to school to do this stupid thing called socializing. And then when I went to high school, I purposely failed middle school, and I had an average of 69 out of 100 just to show how much I hated school. And there were all these periods in chess where I wanted to quit, but the passion that my first chess coach instilled in me really kept me going. So Queen's Gambit was really inspiring for me. And I think from a chess perspective, it was so accurate. And it was really, really, I think all chess players were quite pleased with the depiction of chess. The extreme alcohol and drug abuse wasn't that accurate. I would say more so alcohol. Not myself, but more of the Soviet chess players have unique methods of intellectual inspiration, as I'm sure most of you could understand.
So everything was accurate except for the alcohol?
No, the alcohol was the most accurate.
Oh, I see.
The drugs, not as much. Not that I know of, at least. But the alcohol is a very common part of chess training.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's just Soviet culture.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
How are we doing now? What are your odds?
I'm quite pleased, but you're making me sweat a bit. Maybe it's the lights and the suit, but I'm enjoying the challenge. I don't think
Are we still at 96, 98?
No, it's a bit better, but we'll see how you guys do.
I'm curious though. Where are we at? You got to judge it. Give me another number.
I'd say down to like 90.
90? Okay. Good job.
I'm not playing as precisely as I should.
We might have to finish this game.
Yes.
Backstage, because I know we're over time, but they'll hopefully give us a little extra time because, you know, we did have the Wi-Fi issues. So.
Yes.
Okay, so we have 15 seconds for this next move. In the next 10 seconds, I don't think, will it update? It'll show you what the move is, but I'm curious, before I make the move, don't look, what move would you make?
This was a good move, but it's...
Is it the best move we could have made?
No, I don't think so, but it's a pretty desperate situation. Now I'm going to liquidate, and then my pawn advantage will materialize with my two passed pawns, but you're certainly putting up an admirable fight.
Okay. Good job, team.
Yeah.
Admirable fight from a Grandmaster. I mean, that's pretty good praise.
Yeah, no. I'm a very nice guy. My king is a little bit vulnerable, but...
Well, that's the point. Okay, we have his queen.
Yeah, but now I take your queen.
No, but we took your queen first, so let us celebrate.
Yeah, that's a good point. I can see why you're a good journalist. You know, you guys phrase even the worst things in the best way. It's a typical trait of a journalist to twist things, to make scandals seem like, oh, we took their queen. We only lost in the next move. It's a very journalistic trait. So I'm very impressed with your.
I gotta work with what I've got.
No, yeah, exactly. It's a typical journalist. Is that what they teach you?
I actually did not go to journalism school.
Sorry, I'm a bit of a.
Time running out is also a draw.
Okay, we have a few options. Where are we at? Are we still at 90%, or is it?
Yeah, it's, it's not bad. Thankfully, I had 2 double espressos to prepare myself for this.
I think they're gonna want us to finish this up backstage.
Okay.
How many moves do you think you got left?
Well, we're in the end game, so I probably won't have a decisive attack, but it'll probably take me some time to promote my pawns.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, guys, but they're telling us to go backstage. Keep playing, and we'll finish it up. Or let's do this one last move here,
Okay.
and then we'll see what the crowd decides. The crowd has decided to
Great
go
move.
here, and you've decided to go there. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we have to end it here. But the good news is you get to go for lunch.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's a draw.